Welcome back. This is Cinna Knits from Miscellaneous Design Studio, and we are going to talk about some of the terminology that you're going to see in the Merry Unbirthday Hat pattern. So you're going to see the PU1L, which is pull up one loop from the center stitch 3 rows below, SSK, which is a slip slip knit, and slip S1, which is slip 1 stitch purlwise with yarn and back. So the pattern does have some pictures, but if some people are more visual learners, and I hope this little video is gonna help you make sense of both the words and the pictures. Our stitch pattern, some places have called this the wheat stitch pattern, is a variation of a 3x2 knit. So it's 2 purls separated by 3 knits. So when we do the PU1L, we're going to pull up one loop from the center stitch 3 rows below. Here we have our 3 knit stitches, 1, 2, and 3. And the best way to find where you're going to put it in is I turn my work a little bit so I can see the back. And so we've got these bumps, these purl bumps, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to insert my right hand needle from front to back into that stitch, and then I verify 1, 2, 3, it's in the right spot. I loop my yarn around my needle, then I go ahead and pull it through, and then I knit my 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3. So then I have to do that again. And doing the left-hand side is a little more difficult than the right-hand side, just because you're inserting the needle in your right hand through some stitches you already worked. So when I do that, I stick my pointer finger into the little hole that we put our first loop through. The great thing is you don't have to find your loop again. And then I kind of hold it nice and tight, and then I slip my needle through the back of the stitch. I make a loop, and I pull it through. Did that work out right? Yes. Since you're holding your yarn double, always make sure that you have 2 strands that you pull through. If you're having a really hard time with that, one of the things that you can do is you can use a crochet hook to manipulate those stitches. So today I'm using this G+ hook from Furls. It doesn't matter what size hook you use as long as you can get it comfortably through your fabric. So you're still going to have your yarn and back because we're going to be doing our knits. So we're still going to find our 3 purl stitches down. So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to put it through the front of the work, through the back. Double check, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll pull our loop, use our hook to make a loop and pull it forward. And then without twisting it, we'll go ahead and we'll take our loop off and put it, I'm losing my stitches. Put our loop onto our right hand needle. And I'll put my hook down. And then I will knit my next 3, 1, 2, and 3. So our yarn's already in the back. We'll take our hook, we'll insert it through the same spot. We'll take our yarn and we'll pull it forward. So I haven't really gotten the flow down of pulling these loops with my crochet hook, so it looks a little more difficult. But once you get the flow, it'll be a lot faster. So here we are at the end of our round. We're going to slip our marker, and I'm going to show you how I slip my stitches. 1, 2. So here we are, back where we did our first PU1L. So our yarn is in the back of the work because this section we knit. So all I do is I take my needle, my right needle, insert it into my left loop, pull it off the stitch, pull the stitch off without twisting it. I knit my next 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3, and our yarn is already in the back of the work, and I just take it and slip it purlwise without twisting it. So when we're working with multiple yarns held together, it can get kind of funky. Don't worry about it. Every so often, just go ahead and untwist it. Sometimes I'll hold my project and just let it spin if the twist gets too bad. So without working the whole next row, I'm just gonna show you how I do my slip slip knit. So we slip our loop, we slip our first stitch, we pass our left needle in up to the front through both of those loops, loop our yarn around our back right needle and pull through, and then we knit the next stitch, and then we knit these 2 stitches together. So that's what you're going to be doing on row 3. So we've walked through rows 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go ahead and back those stitches out because I don't need them to do that yet, and then when it comes time to do some of the crown decreases, we'll come back.